Guys, it's Lost in Plot, and today we have the Hulu original series, The Old Man.
That's right. You can catch it streaming on Hulu, but it's actually airing live on FX right now. So that's
Damn it.
If you're going to watch it live, you watch it on FX. If you're trying to stream it, then you go over to Hulu, and that's where you can stream all your FX shows. So what the hell is this about? It's called The Old Man. Is it about an old man? Yes, there's an old man in there. But it's Jeff Bridges. It's Jeff Bridges. And that makes a big difference.
It does. It makes all the difference in this one because we've got some unbelievable acting from Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow. And what I really liked about this show is it sucker punches you, but it does it in a good way. Too often you're baited in, and it's a bait and switch, and then you get garbage that you don't even want to watch. This movie makes you think that it's some kind of ponderous melodrama about these senior citizens in their twilight moments of life as they melancholy shuffle around the house. And it plays that against you.
Right.
In very effective ways. I thought the directing was outstanding. Not only for conjuring suspense and surprise, but also for understanding where it's putting you, what space you're in mentally, and then working that against you in a very satisfying way.
So it is a bit of a potboiler here. Now, it does set up exactly that way. We're watching an old man. He's lost his wife. He's living all by himself. For all we know, dementia is setting in. He's doing some really odd things. But then it takes a turn where those odd things aren't because of onsetting dementia. They're done with a very methodical thought process in mind because this guy has got a past and his demons are kind of catching up with him in this episode. And that's the story that is unfolding here. It's not one man who's, dithering off into oblivion because he's old. It's a man who has about one lifeline, one relationship, and that's with his daughter. And
Correct.
We never even see his daughter in the episode. All we do is we hear her voice on a phone call. But that relationship to him is still so important that he's got a major decision to make in this episode.
Yeah, really intelligent writing, intelligent choices. And a great example of what you were talking about is there's a scene where early on you're not really sure if he is suffering from dementia and if he's got an issue. And you see he's about to go out and walk his dogs. He takes his cell phone and puts it in the microwave. And you're like, did he just put his cell phone in the microwave? And you think, oh, there's something wrong with him? Or did he do it on purpose? And at the end of the episode, you look back and see it like, oh, I know exactly why he did it. And it's not because he suffers from dementia.
So it's a very fun twist and setup there, and I think the payoff really works. Now, this could be, in the wrong hands, this could be one of the worst shows or worst premises that you've ever seen in your life. But it is a relatively simple story, and one that we've seen before. This guy's got a past, he's kind of been a fugitive, he's on the run, and now he's kind of been uncovered. They found him again. But because you have Jeff Bridges here and his performance, that really does make the difference. The director, as you mentioned, makes a huge difference. The tone that they set and approach this makes a huge difference. And this gets gritty, it gets bloody, and it gets intense by the end of it. There are some fun twists here in The Old Man.
And it's also a nice statement for some of these more aging actors like Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow, where it's like, all right, you're forced into the same role that we would expect you to be playing over and over again. You're weepy, you're old, you're dithering, you're moping around, everything's past you. But then it goes bam, and they reverse it. Now all of a sudden they're playing these larger-than-life roles that they've done all their career and mastered, and they can still pull it off with aplomb. And it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, and the execution, especially if just talking about this as a pilot, as an effective pilot format, the way they pull the twist at the end, like this character has a decision to make. Crisis is crashing in on his life, and he's got to make a very critical decision that is going to change him forever. It's going to alter his character. And when he makes that decision in the end, which may even be a bit surprising, maybe not be what we're expecting him to do, that is telling you what the show is going to be from here on out. And the choice that he makes is one that is going to bring me back probably for the next episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming back for the next episode. And surprise is a big word. This film, or this show and this directing, it really does know how to surprise you. And I was surprised just watching it how many times I was surprised. I'm like, oh, that's totally a different choice. And it's so much more interesting than where I thought it was going. And it shows that I thought I had seen 100 times before. It's making the same choice as those shows. And then, bam, completely different one. So
let's hope they can keep it up. Now, final verdict.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I think I saw something special here. I'm going to call it alive, and I'm going to slate it at a 9 out of 10. Now, the idea behind this show, former spies on the run from the CIA, if I were to just tell that to you, you'd be like, well...
Or it might have been the FBI.
Yeah, haven't you seen this thing a million times before? And I'd say, well, yeah. But the way that they presented this idea is new and fresh, exciting. The acting performances are stellar. I think it's special. I think it's a 9 out of 10 for me.
I'm going to temper it and keep it at a 7 out of 10, but still live for me as well. I'm going to come back and watch the next episode, and I'm going to hope that the twists and surprises keep coming, that they can still keep that going beyond the pilot. Sometimes your other writers come in and they just do a shit job, and it just falls apart. But I am hopeful that that is not going to be the case here. So we both got The Old Man on FX. You can watch it streaming on Hulu. We've both got it alive.
There you go, guys. If you, too, have seen The Old Man and love it as much as I do, please tell me about it in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, and we will see you all on the next one.